Hi, thank you for conducting this session. I'm a fourth year law student and I'm specializing in intellectual property law. And I recently did an internship in a boutique IP firm. And I think that I don't want to go into a boutique IP practice. So I was hoping to explore the TMT practice area, but I don't want to do litigation. So
Okay.
I wanted to ask, how do I go about how do I go about in a TMT practice area without in going in litigation practice? It seems that there are some firms that have a TMT um, policy and government affairs team, but I'm not sure if I want to go into that because
Okay,
I'm not
no
sure.
problem sir. You still have 1 year. What you do is इतना प्रेशर मत लो कि अभी वो डिसीजन पता होना चाहिए कि क्या चाहिए क्या. Since you're in fourth year, I think you'll have 1.5 year almost to graduate. Divide them into quarters. Divide them into quarters of 3 months each and explore. जैसे when I was in my fourth year, I was still not sure what I want. Okay, so even though campus placements were starting towards the end of fourth year, I said I'll not sit for campus placement because it is going to be my first job. So I don't want to join a place and then think ki, oh my god, this is not something I wanted to do. I said instead, I'm still in college till the last day of my college. I can still explore. So I took that additional 1 year to explore. And towards the end, when I studied banking law, I was like, okay, this is one subject like I can explore. I would want to if I am going to join the firms. So that's why ऑन योर जॉब इंटरव्यू डे सी अल्टीमेटली हम जो इंटर्नशिप्स कर रहे हैं, प्रोफाइल बना रहे हैं, ये जो 5 साल का इतना मेहनत कर रहे हैं, वो किस लिए कर रहे हैं? ताकि जॉब मिल सके, राइट? ऐसा बहुत रेयरली कोई ऐसा इंसान होगा जो बोलेगा कि नहीं मैं केवल ज्ञान प्राप्ति के लिए कर रहा हूँ बट मुझे जॉब नहीं चाहिए. Might be somebody born with a silver or a diamond spoon, but most of us are looking for a job. So having that mindset कि जॉब में रिक्रूटर को चाहिए होता है क्लैरिटी ऑफ थॉट. ठीक है, वो क्लैरिटी ऑफ थॉट आपको तभी आ पाएगा जब तक आप खुद से एक्सप्लोर नहीं करोगे. नाउ कमिंग टू द टीएमटी पार्ट विच यू सेड, देखो टीएमटी फर्म्स बहुत कम है सिड. अब आई एम सॉरी, आई कॉल यू सिड, ओके, प्लीज डोंट माइंड. सो फर्म्स स्पेसिफिकली टीएमटी फर्म्स काफी कम है क्योंकि व्हाट दे डिड वाज दे शिफ्टेड द टेक पार्ट as a separate tech teams and they shifted media entertainment with the IP team. टेलीकॉम ज़्यादा प्लेयर्स इंडिया में वैसे भी नहीं बचे हैं. इट्स एयरटेल, जियो एंड योर वोडाफोन. सो इसीलिए टेलीकॉम का काम बहुत कम था. तो यूजुअली जो पहले की रीनोन टीएमटी फर्म्स थी, द ट्रेडिशनल टीएमटी फर्म्स, they have merged their media team with the IP team and they have a separate tech team which focuses on 3 to 4 major verticals. जैसे आपका फिनटेक वर्टिकल आ गया, क्रिप्टो ब्लॉकचेन से रिलेटेड रिसर्च वर्टिकल आ गया, advisory vertical, then GDPR vertical आ गया. तो मतलब tech in itself became a huge vertical where they are doing a lot of work. Okay, so what you can do is if you're not sure ki out of these three what I want to do, right, then ideally explore each one of them separately. So आप अपने लिए कट ऑफ रख दो. जैसे 3 months के अपने क्वार्टर्स बनाओ. Do 1.5 month internship with one of the tech teams. Do 1.5 month internship with one of the media team which does media and IP work. There you will not get most of the litigation work. वहाँ पे आपका advisory work ज़्यादा होगा, transactional advisory work, which is something which you said you are looking for. And then if you still want to explore telecom, you can like work with the firms which are into telecom sector. So in that case, what will happen is you'll get an exposure to both sides. Also, if you're not going to a boutique firm, the bigger firms right now are going to another extension of IP, which is the healthcare and medical legal sector. There is a lot of research happening in that extension as well. So you can even explore that if that is something which suits you. No pressure from my side कि करो ही करो, but just see where all is IP overlapping and then उसमें से देख लो कि कौन सा non-lit वाला part I would want to explore. So initial, let's say you have maybe 15 months before you graduate, so you can have 5 quarters of 3 months each. First 3 quarters you keep purely for exploring. That okay, I'll do a combination of IP and data protection. I'll do a combination of IP and maybe healthcare and medical legal. Now when I say healthcare and medical legal, don't confuse it with pharma. I personally do not recommend freshers starting their career with pharma sector because बहुत ज़्यादा pigeon hole role हो जाता है, and then mostly your work revolves around patent work and all, and if you're not that comfortable in that direction, you do tend to feel lost. So इसीलिए not pharma per se, but healthcare and medical legal is slightly bigger extension to that. So what you can do is first 3 months explore, do at least 1.5 2 months internship each, and then decide which one did I enjoy the most. So the remaining 2 quarters you have of 3 months left in your final year, you go back and do call back internship, and then try to convert it into PPO. That should be the best approach from my side. You muted yourself, I believe. You can answer.
Yeah. So I have thought about going into a media entertainment team because my primary interest lies in IP and media law.
Okay.
So, and I also have an internship lined up in a very good firm in their
Okay.
media entertainment practice. But it seems that because I live in Delhi, so there are only 3 or 4 good media entertainment teams, and I don't want to shift to Mumbai just because I want to do media entertainment. And
Right.
secondly, I have also thought about going into the intellectual property team at full service law firms,
Mhm.
so that in their transaction practice. But I have friends who have interned with the transactional teams, and they don't really get to work on transactions a lot. They
Yes,
only
see, as an intern, IP में तो आपका काम ही है ना confidentiality. थोड़ा सा भी इधर उधर नहीं कर सकते. So intern level पे they might not involve you unless and until you are a paralegal. So apply then if you're actually looking to work with big firms in the IP teams, the best approach would be to apply for the paralegal position, because as paralegals they do let you they do let you like know the client details, the confidentiality and all, because you're as good as any other team member. But as an intern, they'll not share any details with you. That is there. Now coming to the Delhi part, see IP way, especially media entertainment and general IP also, if you go behind big brands, you'll not find more than 10 15 of them in total. Why? Because a lot of people after 5 to 6 years experience, they go independent. So you'll find a lot of people in very small setups, they are doing their IV practice. Either you can call them individual practitioners, or like even if they call it like a firm of their own. But so from learning perspective, my suggestion would be you intern with these kind of people who are like having a very small team of 1 to 5 people, 1 to 3 people, because there firstly you'll get very close exposure. They will be able to uh, like train you and consider you as good as their intern sorry junior associates. So that way you get very good exposure, and then accordingly you can apply to big firms. Like I had a student, you can check the YouTube video, testimonial video of one of our students. So she interned with one of the independent media entertainment lawyer, did I think 3 month or 6 month internship. She gained very good exposure, and then she was sitting for this very popular IP tier 1 firm. So they were interviewing for their Delhi office. But because her profile was so good, like in terms of experience, they said, okay, we'll give you the office of your preference. And then they gave her the head office. Right. So these are the things you should keep in mind. Like, don't try to reduce your options by putting filters. Also, from learning perspective, in your 4th year, at least, there is no harm in going to Bombay to learn. Job you can always do in Bombay. But if you feel that media entertainment maximum work in terms of learning is in Delhi, I would suggest go there, build your CV till your final year, and then ask the same set of people that can you recommend us to your Delhi based friends who might be hiring, because I'm looking for opportunities in Delhi.
Thank you so much. That really helps. That clears